Let's be honest. We all want loyalty. We all crave that unshakable bond with someone we love. But here's a hard truth. Loyalty alone isn't enough to keep a relationship strong, stable, or even meaningful. In fact, blind loyalty, without value, without balance, can lead straight to betrayal, disappointment, and emotional burnout. Today, I want to share with you a different perspective. One that might just change how you see love, commitment, and your own self-worth in relationships. You see, a long-lasting and stable relationship isn't built on loyalty alone. It's built on mutual value, on what each person brings to the table. Because in most relationships, loyalty is actually a bargaining chip. Think about it. When you don't have a chip to play, no time, no emotional investment, no shared goals or purpose, but you still give your loyalty blindly, you're setting yourself up for heartbreak. Why? Because you trusted before anything was even built. And when you trust too soon, too deeply, without foundation, the betrayal hits even harder. And disappointment becomes your constant companion. Here's what usually happens. You start with high hopes. You trust them, you're loyal. You give without holding back. But the moment they act in a way that goes against your heart, you're left reeling. Anger, disappointment, anxiety, pain. Then comes the question. Do I forgive? Or do I walk away? But let's backtrack. Ask yourself, what was your bargaining chip in this relationship? Was it your emotional insight? Your ability to be present, to listen, to support? Your drive, your intelligence, your willingness to give and grow together? All of these are bargaining chips. They are your value. And when you know your value, you don't need to beg for loyalty. People offer it freely. Let me tell you a story. There was a woman, married for years. Her husband didn't work, didn't help, didn't grow. He stayed home, made excuses, and yet expected loyalty. This woman worked, raised their child, carried everything on her shoulders. She asked for a divorce. He refused. He even threatened her. So one day, she left. Took her child, moved to another city, and built a new life. Eventually, she met someone else. And when her husband found out, he exploded. But in the end, he didn't want her. He didn't want the child. He didn't want the love. He just wanted money. She gave him everything she had saved, just to buy her freedom. Now ask yourself. Is that loyalty? Is loyalty even useful, when survival is at stake? So what is useful? Here's the real answer. First, lower your expectations. Second, don't try to change your partner. And third, respond when something hurts, don't stay silent. When you try to drag someone forward who doesn't want to grow, they don't thank you. They resent you. In love, the person who feels the pain is the one who must change. Whether that means changing them, or changing yourself. And sometimes, that change is learning to expect less. Here's the trap we all fall into: we expect too much. We want our partners to give as much as we give, to understand our feelings, to match our effort. And when they don't, we spiral into sadness and resentment. But when you expect less, or better yet, when you expect nothing, you set yourself free. You start buying yourself the birthday gift, celebrating your own wins, making your life full, on your own. And if they show up, beautiful surprise. And if they don't, you were already whole. Now let's talk about neediness. That invisible energy that people can feel, especially in love. When you're too eager, too giving, too available, it shifts the balance. Suddenly, you're chasing, and they're running. But when you're calm, centered, and self-contained, They notice. They come to you. Why? Because your need is lower than theirs. It's human psychology. Think of buying a car. The buyer who wants it too much gets played. The one who can walk away gets the best deal. Same in relationships. The one who values themselves more is valued more. So how do you manage your sense of need? First, detach from their appearance, their charm, their emotional bait. No matter how attractive they are, how smooth their words. That doesn't define your worth. Second, shift your mindset. From, I want to be loved, to, I'm here to give value. You're offering joy, kindness, depth, insight. You're sharing your energy, not asking for theirs. And when they feel that, they lean in. They want more. Because they see you as someone they're lucky to have. Not someone trying to get them. Remember this, loyalty is not a gift you beg for. It's what others offer, when they recognize your value. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be whole. Because in the end, your value isn't in what you sacrifice. It's in what you know you bring.